Hi, brother. A question that often people ask me is, how do I look like I am 21 years old when I'm actually only 17? The first time that I got into a kickboxing gym, people started telling me, bro, you look so old. They almost didn't even talk to me because I looked so much older than them. They're all a group of between 14 to 17, 18 years old, okay? And so they see this person that is like 20 years old that comes in the session and wants to learn kickboxing with them. And they're like, who's this old guy? And I'm like, guys, I'm not 21, I'm just 17 years old. So how do I look so old, and how do you can you also look like you're older? Because if you think that you don't need to look older, if you never thought about it, let me just tell you something. Imagine you're a 30 years old right now and you are talking with a 15 years old, and then after that conversation you go to talk to another 30 years old, okay? How much respect are you going to give to the 15 years old? How much are you going to consider and value his opinions? And then how much are you going to value the opinions of the 30 years old? Of course, if you're 30 years old and you look at the 15 years old, you're just like, this guy is just a kid. He doesn't know anything about life. Why would I even listen to him? And if you're not like that, if you think you're not gonna become like that in the future, trust me that most 30 years old are like that. And even people that are younger. Okay. Now imagine the opposite thing, okay? You are a 15 years old and you are talking with the 30 years old. And then you go to talk with a 15 years old, someone that is your age. Are you going to treat the 15 years old with the same respect that you are going to treat the 30 years old? No, of course not. The 30 years old is gonna receive way more respect from the younger generation. But now imagine that 30 years old is not actually 30 years old. He's 15 years old just like you. And now just because he looks older, he has just received way more respect from you than the 15 years old did. Now, if you want to experience the same thing, you don't need to look like a 30 years old. You can just look like 3 or 4 years older. And the best way to look older, other than, of course, like being mature and not doing stuff like 15 years old, but you might already be that person that has a personality that is more mature, that is more like a 20 years old, but you still look younger, like a 16 years old, a 15 years old. You might even be older than what you look, and that's like the worst case scenario, okay? But that was my scenario before I became like this. So how do I look 4 years older? Because I have a beard. Now look at this image on the screen before the beard, and then this image with the beard. You can just look at me. Look at how old do I look with this beard. Right now I am 17 years old. A lot of people have called me 21 years old. Some people have even called me 23 years old. And before I had a beard, how old do I look like? I don't look like a 17 years old. I look like a 15 years old. So you can see how just a beard made me gain 6 years of appearance. Now, if you're older, you want to look like you're younger, that seems cool, okay. But at the same time, if you're very, very young, you want to look like you're older. You want to do the opposite so that people are going to treat you with more respect. But how was I able to grow a full beard at just the age of 16 years old? Because having this beard for the last year. And I've grown this beard. I've went from zero beard, zero, no hair on my face, to having a beard in just 1 month. Not even a normal beard. Like, people are struggling to even get a beard when they're 16 years old. And I didn't even get only a beard, I've got a full beard. And that's just in 1 month. How is this possible? Why, if you are one of those persons that can't really grow any hair, they're trying to grow a beard, but nothing comes out from their face? Why is this happening? How can you grow a beard as well? And if you're thinking, oh, but I don't want to grow a beard because that is going to make me look less attractive, maybe you're right. Maybe a lot of girls will not be as attracted to you. If you just want to go for low quality girls, of course. But then if you want a high quality woman that treats you like the man, treats you like a leader, then that specific person is attracted to people that are leader, that are strong persons. You might already be a strong person and you might already have the personality of a leader. But if you don't also look like a leader, if you don't also look like someone that gets respect from other people, then she's not gonna be as attracted to you. And so in that case, if you want this specific type of woman, which to me is the best possible, then you need to look older. Because what do you have if you look older? You are people that gains more respect from other people. And also a beard not only makes you look older, it also makes you look way more masculine. And masculine people are also strong leaders most of the time. So if you don't only want to be a strong leader, you also want to look like one. How the fuck do you fucking grow this beard as just 16 years old? You already know the answer, but you don't want to admit it. What is the beard? A beard is just a secondary sexual trait. What does it mean, secondary sexual trait? What the fuck is this guy talking about? A secondary sexual trait is like boobs for women, okay? The primary sexual trait is the penis for the man, the vagina for the woman. Secondary traits are things like, for the woman you have tits, you have a bigger ass. For men is, for example, facial face, having a deeper voice. So how do you grow this beard? You simply need to have more testosterone. Like, biologically thinking, biologically talking, how do you get more of these secondary sexual traits, like having a deeper voice, growing more hair on your face? By being biologically more like a man. So having more testosterone, basically. So if you have more testosterone, you're not gonna have that many problems at growing a beard. Also, if you are in your puberty, that's even more important. Because, for example, there are some things like your voice that if you want deep voice, you need not only to have a lot of testosterone, but you need to have a lot of testosterone in your puberty. Because if you're now already a 30 years old and you don't have a deep voice, then it's gonna be harder to get that voice. Same thing for the hair. If you're already 30 years old and you're trying to grow a beard, it's gonna be a lot harder. But when you are in your puberty, that's the period when you want to have more testosterone so that you can develop those secondary sexual traits that are gonna stick with you for the rest of your life. And then, of course, if you don't like a beard anymore, you can just cut it off. I don't know why we would do that, but yeah. So basically that's it. So how do you get more testosterone? Now let's be honest. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Google and search for how to get more testosterone. And the results are gonna be shit. Shit after shit after shit. You're gonna receive some scientific answers to your problems. For example, oh, you should be sleeping more, you should be training more, you should be more healthy. But the reality of the fact is that if you care about testosterone, which is a part of health, then maybe you're already healthy. In fact, most people that research how to get more testosterone are already healthy, are already sleeping well, are already in a good diet, are already exercising regularly. But still, a lot of them have really low testosterone and a lot of them have really high testosterone. So you can see now how just being a little bit healthier doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have like big ass testosterone, like the alpha male. No. To have a lot of testosterone, you need also another thing. And there has been a lot of scientific experiment on this as well. They saw that a person that, for example, spends more time with women has more testosterone. A person that has multiple women has more testosterone, has double the testosterone of someone that has that only has one woman. Someone that is doing good with his career has been shown that has more testosterone. Someone that thinks high of himself has been shown to have a lot of testosterone. People with a lot of confidence has been shown to have a lot of testosterone. So basically, how do you get more testosterone? You live, you think, and you feel more like a man. There's no shortcut. There's no, oh, I'm just gonna be healthy and my testosterone is gonna go up. No. To have a lot of testosterone, a lot of people think, oh, I need testosterone because once I will have that testosterone, then I'll have the motivation to do hard stuff. Then I will finally live like a man. What they don't understand, though, is that to get this testosterone in the first place, you need to already live like a man. So what is the best way to get more testosterone? That testosterone that is gonna make you grow a beard, that is gonna make you look older, that is gonna make you gain so much more respect from everyone. Best way to grow your testosterone is to think, to feel, and to act and live like a fucking man. Live like the alpha man. I know it sounds cringe. I don't give a fuck if it's cringe. This is the answer. You live like a fucking alpha male. So if you wanna be a fucking alpha male, you must join our Discord. You must. There are so many people like you that want to become the best version of themselves, that want to achieve greatness, want to overcome their addictions and start living in the real world, that want to become more masculine, look better, and also want to make money, and also want to get success on self-improvement. If you want a community of like-minded people that help each other, that will give you guidance every single time you need it, if you want a brotherhood of people that is gonna do this, then you must join our Discord. The link is in the description, brother. See ya.